Imagine somebody sending me a copy of Panic Restaurant in hopes to fix it with open cart surgery. Well, how are you feeling? You got John Riggs here. I don't have a tech background or engineering degree. I just have a YouTube channel so people can send me expensive games and I can keep them for my... No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even know this was coming. Is this the most valuable game I've done on this channel? I mean, I did do a Bonk's Adventure for the NES a few years ago. I don't know. This one's going to be a tough one. I say tough because it was sent to me without... Now, oftentimes somebody will send me an email saying, hey, I have this game, do you want to fix it for open cart surgery? I usually say, I can't guarantee anything, but I'm always happy to have a look. And they say, and then sometimes they'll say, how much do you charge? I say, I don't charge anything. Because I can't guarantee anything. However, I'm happy to have a look. That's really the end of it. And still today, that's the end of it. And oftentimes, if it's a game like this, they'll let me know. Then sometimes they'll say, be careful with it or something. I don't know. It did include a note, and we will read it now for the first time. Hello, Mr. John Riggs. I'm sending this game to you to try to repair. Open cart surgery is one of my favorite things to watch. Breathing new life into old video games is something I've always enjoyed trying to do. This is one of my favorite games, and I'd love to have it functioning again, as getting another copy isn't very easy. Love your channel, love the content, keep up the good work. His name is also John. And then he lists his return address, which is odd, because when I accept games for open cart surgery, they are sent to me as a humble donation to the channel. I'm just kidding. I'll send you your game. If I can get it working, I'll send it back. If I can't get it working, I'll still send it back. But we can open it up first thing. Here we go. Oh God, what happened to this one? What was somebody using this for? Well, I have another one. Hold on. It's like when somebody was using a screwdriver to... Yeah. I have no idea. It's as if they took this and stirred up flour or something with it. I have no idea. I don't have them in a safe spot. I just leave them on the table behind my computer. It should be a little bit more organized, but you know, it's all good. Oh, this is the Genesis one. Doesn't even matter. Very good. So, away we go. Let's see what this looks like on the inside. And then I want to clean it first before popping it in, at least with a 1-up card. I have a feeling that he's at least tried a 1-up card, but we'll see. But I thank you for hanging out with me, and I get a lot of people who always say, like I'll go to these conventions, they always say, oh, I love open cart surgery. It's a series I've been doing for a long time. So this is your first time watching. I've been doing this for years and years. You have over 100 videos. You can go back. Doesn't look great. Oh, a little dusty, a little grungy. Do you see what I see? Yeah, that's right. It's not even Christmas yet. We're watching this. There we go. So a couple of spots there. I'm going to try cleaning it. Only if I have communication in advance. It looks like they have been trying to clean, maybe with a 1-up card even. This spot right here is worrisome. But the rest of it just looks dirty. Like dusty. Like dusty, dirty. You see that? I never want to do like a board swap unless I have their permission. So we'll see if we can clean it up. We'll try a 1-up card. We'll try the Bright Boy. And I hope that's all we need. But let's try those first. And we'll start with the 1-up card. If you're not familiar, this is a 1-up card. There's a fluid side and a dry side. The fluid side, isopropyl alcohol is all you need. Rubbing alcohol, basically. These ones do feature my face on them. And a little link to my channels and stuff. If you want to watch me on Twitch, you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy my video games that I make, I don't mind. No links for all those. I have some new games coming out soon, too. So keep an eye out. I have a new game for Nintendo and a new game for Genesis. That will both be out by the end of the year. So available at conventions, but I'll have them available for sale online as well. And if you need your own 1-up cards, I also have those linked in the description. All right? So I'm literally just... They're built so you don't have to open them up first, but I like opening them up first. You can get those screwdrivers from anywhere. Just type in Nintendo screwdriver. I mean, everything I use is linked to my Amazon affiliate. And I think it's one of those YouTube words of law where if you link something to Amazon, you said, it's my affiliate thing. Because if you buy something from it, I'll get a couple of bucks that I use to literally buy more stuff from Amazon. I don't even take the cash. I just turn it into an Amazon gift card and end up buying more 1-up cards or something for myself. Yeah. Yeah, these 1-up cards have my face on them and I still have to pay for them. How do you like that? Alright, I'm going to pop it in just like this, which you can. You don't have to put it back in the shell, you can. I'm using a top loader, so I can just pop it in like this. And a clone console would also work. But a game this prestigious, you gotta use a top loader, right? All right, just showing you that the NES does work indeed. And this is my game, Gleamy the Cube, where you can play as a gelatinous cube. There's the gelatinous cube wiggling around right there. All right, so anyway, it does work, just so you know. And shameless plug out of the way. Work for me. It looks like it wants to work. We've seen this before. We have seen this before, haven't we? But we've gotten it to work before. We'll see what we can do. Let's try the Bright Boy. This stuff's called Bright Boy. They are a brass polisher. I like them better than Brasso. Brasso leaves that weird white residue, and this might leave residue that you can't see. So you always want to clean it up afterwards as well. Die-hard Nintendo electronics, whatever, fixer guys may advise against using anything like this. And that's fine. I'm just, as long as it works, that's all I care about. So if you want to say do as I say, not as I do, that's fine. I just want this working again. I mean, it's already not working. So, see what we can do here. So this is just basically polishing the pins is all I'm doing here. But in doing so, it's like it's removing the slightest layer of layerness. And I do plan on doing a video sometime in the future of taking a brand new Nintendo game and how many times can I use Brasso before it stops working. Because I've never had a game not work because of Brasso, but however, I'm also not trying. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get it to not work. Now this is making it look cleaner, but I don't know if it's going to solve the problem. We can also definitely touch up the pins with a soldering iron just to kind of breathe new life into it, because if it's this dusty, this dirty, maybe there's information not getting to where it needs to go on the board. Because the game itself looks like it wants to work. And that's good. So it looks like the program is fine, but the character maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. So I just did that, and now I want to take it back through with this. And while I'm doing this really quickly, let me tell you about, we're like halfway through the year, and I have like a convention happening basically once a month, sometimes 2 a month through the end of the year. Including, by the time you watch this, I'll be at St. Louis, Missouri for Mo Game Con, July 29th, I believe it is. That's St. Louis. I love that one. Looking forward to coming back to that, bringing my kids and stuff to that one too. The second weekend of August is Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. I will see you there. September 8th, first time announcing this on this channel, September 8th, I'll be in Layton, Utah, just north of Salt Lake City, for Utah Retro Game Swap. And that'll be a lot of fun. End of September, September 30th through October 1st is Pittsburgh for Pittsburgh Retro Gaming Expo. A week later, second weekend of October, is Syracuse Retro Game Con. The third weekend of October, mid-October now, is Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So 3 conventions in a row. And then the second weekend of November is Really Rad Weekend. And then the third weekend of October is Free Play Florida. So back-to-back Florida conventions. Should be a fun time in November. Really Rad Weekend is in Destin, Florida, and then going over to Lake City, Lake something. It's between Tampa and Orlando for Free Play Florida, but I'll be there. Let's see if that works. All right, back in there, and away we go. It's giving me the samey same. Yeah. You know what? Let's try the soldering iron. So I've got my hot soldering iron here, and I'm going to touch up these 2 pins right here, these 2 chips, and just every pin along the way, because this solder has been here so long that, and there are devices that help you hold things. In fact, my friend Matt sent me a whole bunch of great tools to use, and they're just in the closet. I've used them a few times, but sometimes I'm just like, I just need to hold it and do it really quickly here. I'm literally just touching each pin to kind of remelt the solder and then letting it go, just to kind of, like I said, breathe new life into it. And this board, looking at it up close, I don't think this will do it, but I'm going to try it anyway. And I don't want to do a board swap because I didn't get his permission to use a new board, especially because of the value of this game and the fact that he wants it back. So if he's watching, and I'm sure he is because he said that he likes this series, Jonathan, if this doesn't work, send me an email or something and let me know if you wouldn't mind a board swap just to try that. We could do that for another video. But let's see if we can get this working. Again, I'm not adding any new... Ooh, look, shot my fingers. I'm not adding any new solder to this at all. I'm just taking the solder that's already there and just touching it up. You can see there's a small little mound with the pin poking through on the other side. These ground ones are always a little bit tougher, it seems like. This trick I've gotten most of the games I can't get to work on Game Boy and Game Boy Color. This, for the most part, seems to be like the way to get them working again. But for NES, for Genesis games, it's worked a couple times in the past. Maybe not as much Genesis. I haven't done a lot of Genesis games on this channel. Mostly Grindstormer, because that Grindstormer is notorious for going out. The AC in the background may actually shut off here pretty soon. It's over 100 degrees right now in my town. I live in the desert. I live in the not rainy side of Washington State. And my poor little wall unit AC can't keep up very well, so sometimes it just says, no, we're good. I quit, and just stops working all at once. In the over 100 videos I've done on this channel where I've had to deal with solder, which hasn't been over 100, but in the over 100 open cart surgery videos I've done on this channel, this is the worst solder I've ever had to experience. And I'm sure there are people yelling at the screen saying, dude, I've told you about flux, about this, about that. And I'm still like, yeah, again, remember that whole thing at the beginning where I say I don't have a clue what I'm doing? I don't know what flux is. I don't have any flux. I'll have to watch someone else use it to see what it is. It's like, just use a multimeter. I was like, I don't know how to use a multimeter. Oh, they're easy. All I had to do was just cross-reference the A plus to the 09. It's like, I still don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no, just use this. Just use this. Yeah, use a multimeter and just put it on the Omega Alpha. And I'm like, seriously, still. In fact, the very first time I soldered anything was a 4-pin mod chip to a PS1. I was like, well, if I can do that, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Well, hopefully you're doing well. Staying safe and hydrated best you can anyway. That's what we're doing. I was sick not too long ago. I ended up losing 15 pounds just by nature of not eating for a week. And then when I got my appetite back, I think it gained it all back with a quick trip to Seattle and going to all the great restaurants there. Still a lot of great conventions coming up later on this year. Like I said, I'm going to be at several of them. And I always love to attend. I always love doing videos on them as well. And sometimes I'll get people saying, hey, are you going to be here? Are you going to be there? And my invites are entirely up to the convention organizers on if I attend or not. It does not hurt to reach out to them or leave on their, message them on Facebook or Twitter saying, hey, it'd be really cool to bring this guy. And if I'm available, I'll be there. Someone else invited me first, and I just go with whoever invites me first. I need to make my way back to the UK as well. UK has a few conventions. I went to one of them earlier this year. I'll have to go back to that one too. Not sure if that's in the cards, but there's one in Blackpool, there's one in Scotland, from what I understand. But the games I'm making too, maybe I should hit up, like the game developer conferences. I wonder how much a booth at PAX is to showcase my new games. This last one, I'm going to try touching up this one again. So many, good lord. That sucked. For any other game, I wouldn't have done it. But for Panic Restaurant, let's try, and if it doesn't work, we'll figure something out maybe next time. All right. And if it doesn't work, I apologize that you watched all the way to the end to have it fail. But that's half the journey, I guess, right? I mean, trust me, you thought it took you a long time. I still had to edit a bunch of stuff out, right? Good news, it is the same news. Okay, well, I figured as much, but let me know if I should try a board swap. I don't want to do one without your permission, so let me know, and we'll try again next time.